to SarahLouPlays. Gosh, I haven't been on the channel for a heck of a long time, nearly 2 months. And I'm trying out a new recording setup today. So please bear with. Hopefully the audio is better with my voice and things, but I think I may have not recorded the sound in the gameplay, so I'm going to work on that for the next one. But as it's a current household anyway, we don't really need the sound for gameplay, so I will be posting once a week, every week. I still haven't sort of sorted out a schedule of when and where, but once I've got the sound stuff sorted, I will kind of put up a update video to let people know, you know, roughly what I'll be posting and when I'll be posting. So I might as well just get into this. As you can see, this is my founding sim. She's not here at the moment, she's at work. So if we look at her husband Bjorn, this is Bjorn. He, I'm playing, sorry, I'm just looking through some pictures here. I'm playing a legacy challenge. I thought that'd be a great way to start, like, just playing by myself. I never stick to these challenges, that's the problem. Oh, just delete that. Checking the pictures. He's taking some pictures with his daughter. So Bjorn is a sim that was part of the original game, but the family has an interesting story, really. They sort of started off. He started off with marriage to another sim, who he was married to Carla. I can't remember their surname actually. And you know, in Windenburg, this house is in Windenburg, just been around here. And yeah, so he's was married to her. They were very happy. They had 2 children, Sophia and his other daughter Elsa, who actually lives in this household. And sorry, I just turned up the sound there, hoping it will work. And yeah, he's part of 2 groups, the Goodtimers and Goodrichs, and he's an adult at the moment. Try to sound again, it still doesn't seem to be working. And he was married happily, but he sort of started to become a bit unhappy. He noticed his wife was being distant, and he just wasn't very happy. So he actually met my founding sim, who is at work at the moment, so I'll show you her a bit later, and hopefully when she turns back up. And when she joined, and here's his traits. So he's got 8 days till he ages up. He's a bookworm, goofball, romantic, and alluring, with part of his soulmate aspiration, which I'll show you. Yeah, he hasn't got exactly very far in that, and he works as a field agent. He sort of met my founding sim at birth. If we'll show you Elsa now, his daughter from his first marriage, his younger daughter. Elsa's got herself into a bit of a pickle, really. She's kind of it's just a stuffy situation. She's in the culinary career. She's just aged up to be an adult. And if I show you her simology in a second, so she's romantic, a genius, a bro, and essence of favour. You'll see with her dad, I sort of mixed up her traits a bit in Cass, because he was just not that. I don't know why I'm going to think of a tree. Relationships. If I show you the family tree briefly, this is Elsa Goodrich, Bjorn, and Katelin, who he married, who's my founding sim. So I'm sort of playing a sort of adaptable legacy challenge, and that's obviously Lacey, their daughter, and then Sophia, their half sister, and Elsa, their other half sister. And you see the other 2 kids, Espen and Mathis, and I've sort of gone for Norwegian names, just because he's Norwegian, or at least Nordic. Here's Lacey. I'll just give you a brief overview of Lacey. She's active, a quick learner, and outgoing. and she's been a teen for a few days now, and I don't think she has a job, but she's quite close with Sophia, and you know, her sister's really important to her, and she hates Max for some reason. And she's very close to her dad, much closer than she is to Mum, and she's friends with her brother. And her little brother's, Katelin she's close to, and she's a massive crush on Lucas, but for some reason it's not showing. If we go back to Elsa, Elsa's got herself in sort of a bit of a pickle. She moved in with her dad because she wasn't happy with her home situation because her mum remarried when they split up, and she sort of got together with Max in her teenage years and wasn't very happy with him. For some reason, she's decided to sleep in her dad's bed. Okay, Katelin should be back really shortly, so if we just play through with Lacey, we can see what she's doing. But anyway, going back to Elsa, she sort of just got herself into a bit of a pickle, and she's not really, having fun. And then she got together with, I imagine I've already showed you, with Wolfgang, after being with Max, and she sort of, didn't expect to like him because they were friends for years, and an older brother. She's close friends with Lucas. Just put her to bed because she needs to sleep. Her mum will be back soon, and she just sort of got herself in a bit of a pickle because she doesn't quite know who her baby's dad is. Aha, Katelin. For some reason it's loading everyone else. So Katelin is coming home in a second, and Caitlin's been there for her throughout it, but Elsa moved out from her family home and into here when it was basically nothing. She chose to live with Katelin, who's very tense at the moment, and her dad, because she wasn't happy with the situation. Her mum had remarried, her parents had just divorced. Katelin was pregnant with her first child, which was Lacey, and she just weren't very, she wasn't very happy at home. Her parents her stepdad and mum had a little boy called Stephen, who's now older, but her stepdad is actually an alien. If I go through Caitlin's traits quickly, because I haven't shown you hers, she's public enemy. She really wants to be public enemy. And Elsa sort of models herself after her in a way. She's like her inspiration, but now she's just gotten into a pickle. And she, she does have an enemy, Katelin. And I will explain that later. She sort of just went up to Dina Caliente and just started shouting at her in the middle of a cafe, which wasn't the best. So she's quite good friends with Elsa. Her and Bjorn have a very good relationship. Her youngest son Marthas and Espen. And Lacey, she's out of her own children, she's closest to. Elsa's she's sort of working on. Bjorn and her are just like, I don't know, their relationship doesn't really go down or up. They're soulmates, which is actually quite sweet. And then she sort of met Bjorn through the Goodtimers, as I previously mentioned. She sort of joined them, and she's really enjoyed. I don't know why I'm showing you these things. Really enjoyed being part of the group, and they just sort of got to know each other. And he expressed how unhappy he was in the marriage he was in, and she said to him, well, maybe you should just leave it. And they became really good friends, and then he ultimately decided he didn't want to be with his wife and divorced her, and they got together, and so they've been together ever since. I'm just going to get Elsa to do a pregnancy test to show that she's actually pregnant, because I just know she is. It would be it's going to be an interesting situation, because ultimately I don't know if Elsa obviously isn't a born child of both parents, but I know Elsa, when she was a teenager, really wanted Katelin to adopt her. I'm going to get her to clean the toilet after she showered, actually. But, she does take after, it's sort of a genetics legacy, in a sense, but no one's got her hair or her eye colour for some reason. They seem to be getting brown, and her, because she's got like lilac hair and lilac eyes. I did change them a bit later on. I decided I just didn't want to do a normal legacy. So here we are. Here's the boys. Nope, I'm not going there. I'm showing you Katelin again. Yeah, and there's Lacey's room. Oh, and here's the bathroom, and yeah, just giving you a brief tour. So she's an assistant dishwasher. She's actually taken after her mum in that, right, she doesn't really like her mum at the moment. And she certainly thinks that she won't get on. Here's her skills. Yeah, she's not really part of a club. You can see, here's her mum. You know, she doesn't really get on with Bruce or her mum. Her brother, Steve, she gets on quite well with. She did live in the house when he was born though, so she did, she gets on better with him than anyone else in that section of the family. Gosh, this is turning into an Elsa Let's Be. She has loads of books. I have no idea. I suppose it's just because at this point I'm not sure if she's going to be inheriting or if it will be Espen, because because of the original hair colour and everything and the original thing, he completely, if you look at him at the moment, he takes after his mum, and he's neat. He's only got a few days until he ages up. He's adorable. So he'll most probably inherit, and then Elsa, I think I'll keep her in the household just because I really like her as a character, and the other two will move out. Yeah. And then it's Matthias, I think that's how you say it. I don't know. I'm not good with Norwegian names. I just chose it because I thought it was pretty. And yeah, he's sleeping. He's not exactly awake, so we can't really see him. I don't know. I think he's taken more after his dad. So I don't think he'll be this. There's also still cleaning the toilet. He's a goofball. And he's literally only just aged up a few days ago, just like his sister. Like, 3 of them had a birthday party together. Elsa, Lacey, and him basically all aged up on the same day. He was a baby, Elsa was a teen, and Lacey was a child. Oh, what's Espen doing? He's going to the fridge. So, yeah, Katelin and Bjorn's relationship is pretty good, and, they've got it stable. And here's Max, who she was with, and Wolfgang, who she is now with. And, yeah, he's not currently employed. It was a bit of a shock that she got with him, and there's her relationships. I don't think I showed you with Sophia, her full sister, and then her best friend, Luna. She pretty much is quite a good. I mean, she's friends with her mum and sister, but she doesn't really talk to them. She just ignores them for some reason. And Matthias, here he is. If I turn him around, you can see what he looks like. So this is just a brief intro to my family. And yeah, just tell me what you think. There is about the situation that Elsa's got herself in, with whether she should be found out because she's sort of modelled herself and changed herself to look a lot like her stepmom, or whether, there should be. I think it should be a blood child though, to be honest. Bjorn, here he is. He's going to work, and he gets on really well with all his kids. He's like a family magnet. And Matthias only just aged up, but him and Lacey and, all the kids, he really gets on well with them and loves being their dad. So it's kind of important for him to have his family around him. And they kind of get on, but they're not. It's kind of awkward with his ex-wife. Because he kind of divorced her, so... because he just wasn't happy, which is fine. I'm just showing you, he's Bella, friends with his daughter. Maxie doesn't like. Amelia is one of his close friends. She really supported him through the divorce and helped him get together with our lovely Katelin. For some reason, he keeps getting the want to marry and get engaged to her when they're already married. Don't ask me why. Oh, he wants to try for a baby now. Another one. This is fun. Just pin that. So this is, as I said, this is pretty much the household, and just let me know what you guys think. I mean, it's a difficult situation that she's got herself into, but also Katelin having another child, would that be possible? What do you think? I mean, I'll be playing and I'll just let you guys know what happens. I think everyone's going to work and stuff. So thank you for watching, and, please comment and let me know what you think.